Thank you.
All right, here with Heather Kampf, just took second at the BAA mile. How would you assess the performance?
It was pretty good. I mean, I can't be too sad about a second place finish here. I think I had an idea of how I expected the race to go, and it went just a little earlier than I even anticipated. So that was probably the one thing that caught me off guard to maybe take me away from winning it this time around, which is my original goal. But yeah, I felt like I had a good race, and the only complaint is that all these turns makes it really tough to be taking the most advantageous route and not running into people. So I think I'm a really polite runner sometimes to my disadvantage. So I really need to be careful about not just trying to stay out of people's way, but be assertive and find my way around those things. But I was happy that I could still kind of get around Morgan on that last little bit there and have a good punch for the last few steps of the race.
Does it give you confidence, heading into a track season as far as your speed?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this race is very interesting just because it doesn't tend to be a super fast course. So it's a really good place to get your feet wet and just kind of start racing. And I've been gaining a lot of confidence mostly from my training this off season, so I'm really excited about where I'm at. PR to practice and things like that, so I know that I'm fit and ready to go. And then just given the right opportunity to race fast, good conditions like today, I think I'll be ready to rock.
World Championship year, is your training any different than it would be, say, last year when it was without a championship?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I've put a lot less emphasis on my indoor training and indoor season. I guess the training was still really good. And I'm focusing more about being very intentional about the races I choose to do this year to make sure that every race I do coming up will be really competitive and opportunities for me to try and hit those standards for the IAAF early, just so I can focus on racing at USA's and hopefully just make one of those 3 coveted spots at the USA Championships.
This is essentially like your outdoor opener in a way, because you never ran an outdoor race yet. Was it, the reason for that, like starting with the road mile? Was it?
Well, I do love the road miles, and I think it's so great that all these organizations do such a great job to financially back the mile, which is really helpful for us as athletes, just to kind of make a little bit of a cushion early on, so then you're not worried so much about just going to the money races later in the season, but just going to the fast races and see how you can perform. So that's definitely a draw for me, but I love coming to Boston. I love that this is associated with the marathon as well, and I have an opportunity to just be enveloped in this energy that's associated with the race and the whole weekend. So it's a great place to start. This is notoriously not the fastest course in the world, so it's a good place to get your feet wet, but not think that you'll have to be fast from the gun first step into your outdoor season. So I'll be really excited. Next week I'm doing the Grand Blue Mile on Tuesday, and then Friday night the Drake Relay is 800 meters. So I'll definitely be getting a couple more in within the next 7 days, but this is exactly how my season started last year, and I still ended up running a PR in my last race on Friday. So hopefully we can do that again in the 800 this year.
All right, well, congrats and good luck.